Good evening and salutations, my Y&R fans. Kyle and Summer have both been obnoxious. Let's just sit there and get this right off the bat. They've both been obnoxious since they came back from Italy, right? And, like I said in my members live stream, that watching this conversation goes left really fast is actually kind of sad, right? Like, I generally don't have much love for either one of them, but it's sad to sit there and see two people that loved each other, put each other above all else except for Harrison, could just like divulge into such this ugly mess where it's like they can't even be in the same room without sniping at each other. Like, how do you go from such extreme love to utter, I don't want to sit there and say disgust, but like utter content is pretty sad. It's why most people have not just fear of commitment, but fear of marriage. You know? Like, nobody wants to sit there and put everything that they have, and then years later on, something happens and you wind up hating the person that you claim you want to sit there and spend the rest of your life with. Now, in this whole meeting or whatever, I give Summer some credit because she does try to start off civil, and Kyle is super defensive. Now, Kyle was defensive because she felt like Summer tried to sink Victor on him, like he was that person to be intimidated by the great Victor Newman. And I guess on some level, I understand like his anger, his frustration, but like when I watched that episode, Victor didn't do anything of such. All he did was like, hey, listen, try to work this out before it goes to the courts. Because it's not good, not just for my granddaughter, but it's also not good for my grandson as well. Work this out before it gets to that point. Now, Victor has been many things, right? But all he's not there doing is giving advice. So I don't understand why Kyle felt the need to be that defensive. So it gets ugly pretty fast. And one of her conditions to drop the lawsuit are the custody ban, which, by the way, I let me know in the comment section, did Tara actually sign away her rights? Because if she didn't, I don't understand how Summer was able to adopt Harris in the first place. I don't get that. But one of her conditions is that he can't work with Audra anymore. And I'm like, Audra is not this demon. She's not the boogie woman or whatever. Like, why is her and Phyllis being so hyper, like, sensitive towards that aspect because they work together? So what? Hell, she wants no parts of Harrison. She doesn't even want to sit there and see pictures when Kyle is there bragging about his son. So all the stuff that she was saying, why, I don't want her, I don't want my son near her, is flimsy and stupid. Like, it really is. And what Kyle is like, you're not going to control my life. You don't run shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't run this. So he's at this point, he's like, I'm done, and I will see you in court. He walks off. Now she gets her lawyers involved, and it's just an absolute mess. It really is. Now Adam and Victor. Part of me is like kind of surprised that Adam is taking this defensive stance. I get it. Like Victor's like, what I need you to do is I need you to sit there and pull a smear campaign towards Billy Abbott. And he's like, I don't really know. I don't want to do that. Like, Chelsea and Billy, they're going out together, and we just got Connor back. I don't want to rock the boat, and this, that, and the third. And Victor's like, yo, listen, this is business. Okay, Chelsea's going to understand. And part of me's like, you know, when you got hired back to work for Victor, you knew you was gonna be sitting there doing some dirty stuff that the other family don't have the stomach to do. So when Victor gives you an order, it's not negotiable. You know, you're doing this. This is happening. And although I understand his reasonings for that, he does have contempt for Billy. He told Billy when Billy wants to sit there and see Chelsea, nah, I don't want you to do that. Kind of just got home, they're just settling in. I don't think you should be near them. And hell, that's even what Victor said. Victor was like, you sit there saying you approve this relationship, so get it done. And the way he said it is just it's so funny because he talks to him like he's a little child. Like, clean up this room now. He says walking a couple paces. Now, when an older person sits there and start pointing their finger, they mean business. Um, and while that's going on, you got Billy and Chelsea talking, and Billy's sitting there talking about how he's taking the back seat towards Chancellor because he doesn't want to sit there and be a target, and his biz rep isn't really exactly the greatest, and the company is vulnerable at this point. But Chelsea has an issue with him taking a step back because he's like, you brought Lily on board. Like, why are you sitting there taking a step back for? Like, if anyone wants to sit there and get to be part of the program or whatever, it's like it should be her that should be getting in line. But he says you want to do it for the greater good, this, that, and the third. And part of me is like, so you honestly think that if you take a step back for whatever reason, that Victor's gonna be like, oh, I was gonna come after that company because your name was on it and you were part of it. But I mean, since you're not gonna be a part anymore, I guess I could just sit there and just leave it alone. Really? You think he's not gonna sit there and do it because Lily's involved? How many times has he screwed over his own goddamn kids? But you think he's going to somehow decide to use kid gloves on Lily? You're an idiot. Um, One of the things he said he wanted to try to use was the diagnosis of his mom. But, they did it off screen, and pretty much Mom Dukes is like, no, you're not doing that. I didn't even want you sitting there telling everyone else in the room. Now you sitting there talking about you just gonna make that public? No, that's not gonna happen. So now you have to sit there and come up with another creative way of stepping back if that's still what he's doing. Um, Now, after Victor leaves, Sally comes in and see that he's bothered. She's like, "What's going on? What does Victor want you to do? That's you don't want to do." But Adam's like, "Listen, I can't tell you it's business right now. Business, I can't tell you." And then she's like, "Well, you sit there and be able to trust, tell me anything. So you don't trust me? Did, did he say that?" He just said that this was business at this point. This isn't personal. This is business. Um, and I feel like you're taking that and trying to turn it up into something that it's not. Now maybe this has something to do with the fact that he's been on edge ever since that whole questioning or whatever. And I know that she's like, there's something not right. She'll drop it and she'll let it go, but she's still thinking about it in the back of her mind. Now, at some point, Victor does meet up with Michael Baldwin. And Michael, for some odd reason, is like, all right, what can I do to sit there and get back in your good graces? At first, Victor was like, kick rocks. Now, any normal person would be like, you know what? I'm a very smart attorney. I can sit there and work for damn near anyone. Why am I sitting there taking shit from you again? I'm very curious. I guess I'm not that smart. And so he asked and asked and asked. Victor's like, okay, you know what? First of all, moving forward, don't you ever, pretty much, don't you ever do what you did, pulling that stunt before, going behind my back. Even if it was to sit there and protect me and probably protect the family, and maybe somebody would have probably got hurt if Jordan would escape. But don't you ever do that again. Now, since that's out the way, I need you to dig up some dirt on Billy Abbott because I still got use for you. I still got use for you. I mean, working with me has gotten you locked up in a foreign country, and this is just stuff that I can remember. And when you try to do something good for me, I practically tell you to kick rocks without socks and act like you ain't shit. But you're still kind of useful to me, so I'll let you hang around. And you consider this man your friend? Why? And maybe some sort of rich history background or whatever that I don't know. But most normal people would just laugh. But we are talking about Michael Bowen here, though, so who knows. Now, at some point, Chelsea does come to Adam's office, and Sally leaves. And first of all, Chelsea's like, "Yo, listen, I'm sitting there and tell my boyfriend that he can't see me. Like, who do you think you are, pretty much?" So she berates him for that, right? She berates him for that, and then she talks about how she's feeling guilty because now Billy's like, listen, you tell me when you're ready. Whatever you want to sit there and tell me, I'm not going to put you under pressure. And that just makes her feel more guilty. And of course, Adam's like, listen, it happened. It's done. It's over. Let's just move on. This doesn't do us any good. And now we have our son here who is fragile at best. So I'm not going to say anything. Are you going to say something? It just has that look like it. I don't know. I'm like, Adam, at this point, just tell the truth. Just put it out there because clearly this chick is going to tell at any point in time. God damn it, Chelsea used to be a better liar. Used to be a schemer and a liar. It's like, damn, when did you lose your edge? Like the minute I start watching this show, this is where we get this is where I feel like we get the watered down version of whatever schemer that I was not able to sit there and see before. So I really do sit there and sometimes miss out on the good stuff, apparently. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't think of anything else. But like 6:17. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be able to do a live stream tonight. I'm still gonna watch it in the hospital, which is why I did reviews for all four. But if I miss anything, write in the comment section below. And if I do have time, which I don't think I will, but if by some miracle I do, I will do it tonight, the usual time. And if I don't, I'll be doing it tomorrow night, the usual time. Where I actually have more time to sit there and do it. And anything that I miss, we can sit there and talk about it there. Anything I miss here, write it down in the comment section below. And again, like I said, let me know about the whole the Terra lock thing. Because my guy Kyrie is sitting there telling me that Terra didn't sign away her rights. So yeah, that's kind of just a gaping hole right there. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.